much glare that camera. Got some schmutz on. Schmutz on. It's probably the glare from my bald head. And this new computer. Poor lighting in this joint. I'm live on my channel. See if we can refresh it. We get two. We'll get a few more on here before we get in digging into it. Okay, there we go. Five, we get a few more. Lauren is cutting fruit. The pooch is on Hoover patrol. Maybe we'll have Lauren do some light modeling later.
Light modeling?
Yeah, merchandise that we might have at Bunyan.
It's been fucking night. I'm not in the modeling.
She's cutting fruit, folks, sorry. Hi, Billy Schmanny, what's up, buddy? 25. Okay, so it is the 29th of August. We are fast approaching Bunyan. It's October 6th, 7th, and 8th, right? Or 7th, 8th, and 9th?
7th, 8th, and 9th.
I believe it's 7th, 8th, and 9th. So let's check out the calendar that I get.
Calendar's wrong.
No,
Isn't it?
the dates are right,
No, the calendar's wrong.
but when he has Bunyan labeled,
Is it?
no, that's September. I was like, it is wrong. Yeah, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Sorry, I had to leave you for a second. It's 7th, 8th, and 9th of October. So I'm going to get to hunt the first week archery season. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. Jason May checks here. I don't know if Allie and Ava are in the room. I hope they should have been at their first day of school. Yeah, I'm sure they're thrilled. We went and watched Ava kick it old school at the band. She kicked butt.
It's the football team.
Yeah, the football team put a whooping on the other one too. But I feel like,
That doesn't work out for Nate on day.
yeah, Center's band did way better than,
Yeah, the other band.
I forget the Trinity, I think was the other one. Sassafras Valley. Allie is, and she hated it. They got a new puppy. Sorry about that, Jay.
It's a French bulldog.
I feel responsible for that. Skitter Keb's on here. Wayne Tharp's on here. Roger Gorsk. Billy Rosenbaum from Arkansas. Andrew Ketchum. I like that last name. Ketchum. Stop. Ketchum. Ketchum. Stan Nelson. One guy says, just got power back from tiny storm. Boom, nuts is on. Win. She's fighting with Tupperware containers now.
Somebody wants fruit.
So, what's the news, Kev says?
He's just jumping to it.
Sassafras Valley, it's hanging tough. We'll get into that a little bit after the saw. After the news, shit, kind of let it out. Nope, gotta tell you now. So I mentioned the last time that I wanted to give away a saw at the Bunyan show. And there's actually a fella in PA, another logger. It's MW Logging. I don't know if he's gonna be on here tonight or not. I won't use any names. I don't think he wants me to, but we can tell him the name of his company. He got in touch with me. He says, man, it sounds like an awesome idea. I want to get you one of these saws you were talking about. And he picked up a saw and dropped it off. He bought it. All I got to get for it is a bar, and here it is. So we got one of the Holtz Forma the G372 XP Pro. So these are like the original 372s. They're not like the X Torques. And these come with the Nicosil cylinder, the NGK spark plug, and I forget what. Here, let's do a little look at it. What I think it has the Walbro carb too. I do believe it does. I don't want to tear all this apart right now, but you guys are watching, so let's do it. Yep, Walbro carb. So it's a step up from the blue one. I ran one of these. One of the guys that worked for Stump Jumper had one, and I ran it for about a half a day. And I'm going to tell you what, I was pleasantly surprised. And for the money, yeah, it doesn't suck, Lauren. She has a way of saying when something she thinks is good, she goes, well, it doesn't suck. So, but we're going to give this away. We're going to raffle it off. So I'm thinking, let me hold this up. The only thing I don't like about it, and then some of the Husky saws you can get these too, are the size of the dogs. I don't like the dogs, but you can get smaller dogs for it. So, but other than that, it's a pretty sweet saw. We had the loggers cookout last Saturday, and I was hoping to win one of the saws they were giving away there. So, because if I won that, I was just going to turn around and raffle that off too. But didn't work out. But we still got this one here, and this is a pretty cool story behind it, and how MW Logging got it over to us. I got to get a bar and a chain for it. Probably going to get like a 2-foot or a 20-inch bar and chain. I have a 20-inch downstairs, and bar and chain, but it says Husqvarna on it. And I'm sure the Husky reps have walked by the tent and see a Husky bar on a clone of their saw. I'm sure they won't be very happy about that. So I'm going to probably just get like an organ or something. If you're interested, if you have like a small engine shop or something, you want to donate a bar, it'd be really cool with a Sugi. I got to watch what I spend here at the moment, and I'll get into that in a minute why. I was going to buy a Sugi for it, but it's just a little bit out of the wheelhouse right now. I kind of want to, I'd love to buy a Sugi for it. But if anyone wants to get in on that, just holler at me, shoot me an email, and, you know, you can get in on this. And we're going to put your name on a sign or whatever, however you want to do it. But, you know, if you think you got a bar or something, a new bar laying around that fit the Husky 372, it'll fit this. So if you want to get in on it, just email me. And I'll put the email here. There you go. fox.trap@live.com. That's fox.trap@live.com. Just put the subject saw raffle. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get some fancy dancy tickets made. And we'll put on there, we're gonna run like a deal, probably like one ticket for $5, you know, 3 for 10 or something like that, something of the like. And we'll put it right at the Eastern Loggers table, at the right behind the grandstands at Bunyan, where we were last year. And we'll have it out on the table. You know, you just buy the tickets, and I think we're gonna raffle it off on Saturday evening. I'm thinking like 4:30. The show's done for the day on Saturday. Seems to be the most popular day. That's why we want to do it that day. You won't have to be present. You know, you'll have to put your name and phone number and address on your thing. And yeah, if you're there, you can pick it up. If not, we'll get it to you. So that's how that'll work. And then Wayne says he will bring a 24-inch Sugi Friday morning. You find a chain. Fred's getting watermelon.
Good boy. Oh, go. Chew.
He doesn't chew his food. That's probably why he has horrible gas. Yeah, how's that going? Did it go down? Gagging on watermelon. So anyway, I'd love to have some bigger name saws, but I mean, this is pretty dang cool. This is probably the most exciting thing I've ever done for Bunyan. So I'm looking at it should raise some good money, and I'm pretty excited. And I just want to extend a huge thank you to MW Logging. It made this happen, because I'm just not in a position right now to buy that. So we'll see what happens. Oh, he's in here. MW Logan. He's up there above Sassafras Valley.
You want any?
Let's give it a taste test. How is it?
I don't know.
Well, just
Right?
one. I don't need the whole bin. I don't want to be chewing on it. All my loyal listeners.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good. That was good though.
What?
So, once again, I noticed there's a couple more people. If you just jumped on, we're giving this away at Bunyan. And I just wanted to wait before I get the tickets made, because chance I had won one of those other saws, we could give 2 away. Raffled 2 off. So, make sure you stop over at that tent at sometime Friday or sometime before 4:30. We're going to sell tickets right up to 4:30, and then we're going to draw this thing. I'm calling it 4:30. That way, people will have a little bit of time, you know, because at 5 we usually want to get out of there and go get some food. So, oh, Kev says, what happened to the arm? Poison ivy. Poison ivy. Oh yeah, I got in.
Superman.
Yeah, I got into Satan salad, something hardcore. And it was cutting a tree on that last job, and Forrester marked it inside of an old pheasant pen. It was a huge elm that was dead. I did not want to cut it, and man, they talked me into cutting it. It wasn't that it was dangerous, but it was covered with poison ivy, and I really regret cutting it now. So, John Chafin, what's up, buddy? So, stick around, I'll tell you about what's going on with the dozer. So, I was running, let's get off, the Bunyan thing's there. So why I was having trouble with the other stuff, watching what I'm spending money on was, so we finished that other job up, and in the process of cleaning up, I noticed on the right tilt cylinder of the dozer, it's the one that tilts your blade back and forth like this on an angle. I noticed the bushing looked like it was missing. So I went and I ordered a bushing, a pin, that's that fisheye bushing, a pin, and 2 snap rings from good old John Deere. And that was the low price of $400 for that. So don't, if you have the ability to not buy John Deere name brand, sometimes you have to, but if you have the ability not to, don't do it. I just do not do it. Buy it from the little man somewhere. Even the guys that work there are just like, dude, this is gonna hurt. But I didn't know. I had since then found somebody to buy, a supplier since then. So anyways, I got there this morning. I was gonna take that cylinder out, and I pulled that cylinder out, and here it's chewed up too much. And that hole, which was round, where you press that bushing into, is now, she's got them dancing now. Is now oblong, so I can't get that bushing in there anymore. So it's chewed up. So where I went from there was I talked to some people about it. What do I do? Some guys say get it line board. You'd have to weld it, fill it in line board. And then I got some other people telling me, hey, line boarding's gonna get a little pricey. Why don't you just pull the rod? Buy just a new rod. But if you buy a new rod, then you have to buy a new packing kit, because you have to tear the end off the rod and all that crap. And I don't have the tools to take that nut off. I don't have the torque stuff to take that nut off, the setup to do it. And I understand how to reseal a cylinder, but I'd be lying to you if I've ever done it. So I usually just take it to somebody, because it's one of them things where I'll get frustrated and I don't want to screw it up. And it's a time thing. So I figure I buy the rod. That was $1,100. A seal kit was $400. Believe that? From John Deere. I couldn't find a rod anywhere else. And I didn't think $1,100 for just that cylinder rod was too bad of a price, honestly. That's why they confused me so much. But the seal kit's $400 for some plastic. And that's a bit excessive. So we're at $15 for the rod and that. Plus I'm gonna have labor on top of that and downtime. And needless to say, I talked to a fellow YouTuber who hooked me up with CNC equipment. And I don't want to use, I'm just gonna say he gave an awesome price, a very fair price. And for a whole cylinder, for the whole for the barrel, I mean, it's set up. It's the barrel, the rod, it's all put together. It's got the fisheye on each end. Basically, you take the old one off, take the hoses off, pull the pins, take it out, put the new one in, put the pins in, put the hoses on, go back to work. And that's something I can do. I won't have any downtime. It's just swap it out. So for about the same price as doing everything else, minus the labor. So it was like, I'll just buy a whole new cylinder. I'll go that route. So if anyone's wondering, if you see this coming up, maybe I'll do a video about it. Looks like preliminary, we're gonna get some moving done here Wednesday maybe. We're gonna get out of the job we were on and move into another one. The next one's got some big timber on it. Big timber, big white oak and big black oak. It's not a huge job, but it's got chunky logs, so it should be interesting. Don't think that I can get the loader in there. We were talking about it, but for the footage, it's a little tight. I told the guys I'm working for, I said, look, maybe I'll just handbuck this one too, because I hate to have you move a piece of equipment, extra expense. You know, I'm not trying to cause any, some people are like, screw them, have it move it there, blah, 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 blah. And I said, you know what, maybe it's just, I'm not trying to do that to someone. I know what stuff costs and it hurts, and I don't care how big of a company they are. If they're, you know, willing to help me, I'm gonna try to be a decent person, so. Okay, I wanna read some comments here. Shore Shop, hey Pete, you gotta find a good hydraulic shop that can make you a rod in piece. Okay, so Shore Shop said that. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. So there's two hydraulic shops. The one north of here ships out the rod to get it made. So it's buying it third party. He'll even tell you where you're doing it. He's like, it'll be cheaper to go there. Both them places are 4 weeks out. Can't get no help, and they're loaded with work. You know, it seems to be the real thing lately. And then the other place, they can build the rod right in-house or do that 3 to 4 weeks out. This is the fastest, cheapest route I can go. I'm totally with you. So here's my thinking. I take the old one off, put the new one on. I have a spare now. I'll send that out, get it machined, press new bushings in it. I mean, the packing's not leaking or anything. They can do all that. If you extend the rod out, I think they can do all the work on the one end they need to do, and then not worry about heating up the seals. And then I'll have a spare. So if this ever happens again, I've got a spare cylinder. Say I break one, do something dumb, break the rod or blow packing, I can just swap that real quick. And then I've got the cylinder sitting on the shelf, then I can take the time to rebuild the other one. So that's my thinking. So hopefully you guys understand that. I mean, you can ask Lauren, I walked around here and scratched my head. As you can see, there ain't much left on there. So I scratched her pretty good, like contemplating on what to do. And this was what I think the best move for me now and for the future. So hopefully it makes a little sense to you guys. Yes. Oh, I gotta explain this again. We got a Indiana Derby celebrity here. We've got Mike Dirt Perfect in. I'll explain it real quick. So Mike, what happened was, he knew what I was doing and what all happened, and I talked to him this morning about it, and he set me up with CNC, and got the whole cylinder. And the reason I went spraying for the whole cylinder was it's the fastest, cheapest route to just change it. The cylinder comes loaded completely, fully, all the bearings. I just basically pull not the bearings, but the bushings. I just pull the pins, old one out, new one in, I'm back to work. Now I take that old one and I'm gonna take it to a shop to have it redone. And I'm still working, and all the shops I'd be taking these to, whether it's a machine shop or whether it is to a local cylinder shop, they're all about a month out. So now I'm not down all that time. I have an extra part, so if something goes wrong in the future, I'll have a brand new one. I'll have a redone one in good condition, and I don't have to worry about it. The reason I went that route also, Mike, is because the price of a new rod, the cylinder eyes weren't available. And so the price for a rod and the packing and all that came out, plus the labor was going to come out to more than just the whole cylinder. So what's that tell you about John Deere? So down the road, okay. So here was another thing on the previous job, that one where I was cleaning the storm blow timber up. I don't know if I videoed any of that or not.
A little bit of it, you did.
Yeah, where Nate was getting the logs with the pecker truck. I had an alternator go out on that job, and I called Deere. I didn't know where to get one at first, but I said, I'm going to call them just to see if they have one in stock in case I get in a pinch. And I called them, and I figured $400 for an alternator, that's where they're going to hit me. And the guy says, for a reman, you're talking 7. For new, he says, you're talking 12. I said, you bumped your head. There's no way. We're talking about the right machine. And he says, no, that's what it is. And he says, that's special alternator. It's really not. I found I had a brain fart. I totally forgot about this one shop. It's in Bessemer, PA. So if you're in the western PA area or near Bessemer, it's, I don't remember the name of it. Shit. Anyways, this electronics shop in Bessemer, generator shop. He had a brand new, not reman, brand new. The only same exact thing. The only thing different was it didn't say John Deere on it for $250. So I was like, cha. Bandage. Who's asking about the bandage? Someone asked about the bandage. That's poison ivy. Satan salad. I got into it. Bad. Something bad.
I thought that was marijuana.
No, that's the devil's lettuce.
Oh, same thing.
Where is your mind at? She's all hopped up on watermelon.
Mountain Dew.
Mike, are you coming to, you going to be able to sneak away for the Bunyan show? I know you're probably busy. Hopefully you're still on your... So, you come, Mikey, you could have the chance to win one of these. A nice chainsaw that you could rototill with. It'll have a brand new bar and chain. And it's October 7th, 8th, and 9th, I think. It's that second Saturday in October. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'll tell you, Friday and Saturday are the best days, in my opinion. But if you come, because I know I went, well, you take care of chainsaws. See, Mike's on that plan where it's just like when the saw gets dull, he just buys a new one. Or he lets Aaron borrow it and smash it or something. I didn't say that, Aaron. Sorry. Or is that Captain Clayman? I can't remember. But anyways, you could win this. We're going to raffle this bad boy off. You should come. You really should. And, hey, you should go... I'm only kidding about the chainsaw, Mike. I hope he knows that. What? No. I didn't use it for a clay pigeon, I swear. Why don't you go grab a shirt?
It wouldn't throw very good.
One of both shirts and some hats. So we got, I'll just hold them up. You ain't got a model. I was being porky. Sassafras, I don't know. I don't have them printed yet, buddy. I don't know how to do that. We were kind of trying to make it a Bunyan thing. Let me talk to Vernon, because this is all for Eastern loggers. It's not for me. I need to emphasize that. It's all for Eastern loggers. So all 100% of the proceeds of this goes to Eastern loggers and for their injured loggers and loggers with cancer for their gas cards. So I kind of want to let him take the lead on it. Give me a second. So we're gonna be there in the booth, except for when I get ADD and I see something shiny and I gotta run off. Mike, you take care, buddy. If you have any questions, yeah, I'll talk to you later, man.
What am I bringing out? Hats and then what?
Some shirts, just one of each, so you can see the colors. That's all. So last year I wanted to have some merch for you guys and it didn't work out, but this year we're gonna have it. Got the classic, you know, one size fits all kind of deal. And these are the hats that everybody likes because they sit kind of shallow, but they got the squatch on the front, the nuts on the back. So we've got black, we're gonna have gray, we're gonna have camo. I might get some hunter orange, I don't know yet, just depends. I gotta watch how much I fork out, and we're gonna have hunter green. So, yep, yeah, we only did 2 colors.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that, and they don't have anything on the front. It's just this on the back. We got the forest green squatch with the saw. You know that's patented, so don't be fooled by what do they call that? Imitations. That's it. So and then
That one's my favorite.
and then we got the blue. The blue's my. That's not it. That's my company shirt.
Well, so what? You can sell those too.
Do I have a bunch of them?
You have quite a few of them.
Well, maybe we'll put them there if you want to buy one.
I'm coming.
Oh, okay. So here's the blue ones. Same thing. We'll have those. I don't have the prices set yet. I got to look at what I paid for this stuff because it did go up. I believe that. James Banton says that looks like a Snell chainsaw on the Sasquatch. Yeah, he was on his way to hawk that at the pawn shop so he could buy a husky. Sorry. Yeah. Ava came out of her barn and said hi, Lauren and Pete.
Hi, Ava. Hi, Allie, if you're around.
Stan, how do you get one what? What are you trying to get, buddy? Tell me what you want. So James Benton says he'd love to come to Bunyan, but it's on the Canadian Thanksgiving, so we're going to have to like find a way to cook.
Canada has their own Thanksgiving.
You know that?
No. I'm not worldly.
I'm not worried.
Kevin didn't tell me this.
So we're going to have to figure out a way to get them like turkey dinners.
You took my cover, didn't you?
Why would I want the cover?
I had 3, like 2 weeks ago. Now I only have 1.
What would I do with them?
Eat them? I don't know. How do I only have 1?
I have enough trouble now in the bathroom. What would I want to eat plastic for?
I literally don't understand it.
Okay, if you want to get a hat, email me what color you want. See you, Sassafras Valley. Take care, buddy. Email me and you can pay through, what's that thing called? PayPal?
How much is it per hat?
I
It's
forget.
25, I believe it was. We can double check that. I have a picture of it.
Yeah, it was like 20 or 25 bucks. I can't remember. I have a picture. She has a picture somewhere because she's good at like documenting stuff like that.
Got it.
I can't, John, the texts aren't coming through on the phone because I have it in airplane mode and it's on the Wi-Fi in the house. No, John Chafin. He said to say hello.
Hi, John. Tell Jazzy you said hello.
She said tell Jazzy she said hello. She's getting big, man. Really, 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 really big. Oh, they're in here?
It's 24 per hat,
24 per hat.
22 per shirt.
22 per shirt. Ah, John said he got another, I missed it, I'm sorry, John. He said he got another 700J, Peter. Wide track. He misses that wide track.
I'm sure he does.
So, lucky dog. What else was I going to say? I don't want this to run on too long. We're at 29 minutes. So yeah, we'll have the merch hanging there. I think I got sizes medium to,
I think 3
I think I got some 3XLs, 2X, 3X, a lot of extra large, stuff like that. So those will be there, and we might run a show special too. I don't know yet. And then I might have some stickers floating around here still. Could give away some company pens because I thought it was a great idea to buy pens.
So
And
don't say,
I got a box full of pens.
they don't say nuts for 19 on them though.
Okay, best hotel, John, is gonna be, the Sleep Inn got sold and is being worked on as far as I know. That was the one.
I don't remember where we're staying.
It's the next one up from the Sleep Inn. You'd have to, where's your phone? Cause I can't look in mine. Why does that, we got our rooms a long
Be on
time.
the lookout for like 2 more of these in any of his videos. You're stealing them and I know it.
You're eating them.
Well, how are you gonna see them in the video if I'm eating them?
Because you're eating them in a video, I'm sure.
I'm sure of
They
it.
do look like a hard
All
fruit
the
roll
ways
up.
you can drive me nuts.
Just put hotels in Cambridge, Ohio. See, she's like my data person. Like anytime I need something, that's like Google too. She searches everything for me.
Just when we're
If
driving.
you're driving down the road, I'll be like, hey, look this up, or hey, look that up.
Where is it? In what city in Ohio?
Cambridge, Ohio. Okay, so Shore Sharp said,
Hazen, Hampton, Baymont, Holiday Inn, Quality Inn.
quality, I think, is what we're in. Is that
Looks
green
pretty
one?
quality.
What?
Looks pretty
Let
quality.
me see, is that smart?
No.
I was a little worried there. Scared me. I've stayed there before. Yeah, that's it, the quality. There's a couple, John, you might have to look. Some people said it was sold out, but sometimes if you keep checking, they'll find one. So, yeah. So Shore Sharp wants to know if I like the case or the deer. I'm going to tell you right now,
The what?
the case or the deer dozer. That's like comparing apples to watermelons. Because the deer is so much bigger.
It's the orange.
The deer is so, no, because it's bigger. So it's a watermelon or a cantaloupe or a honeydew.
Okay.
But the deer is so much bigger and heavier, and the wide tracks, it's got a lot more power. I have to say, Deere makes a wonderful product. Parts are cheaper for the case. The one thing about that case was it was a smaller machine. It had a 9-foot blade that we could turn, so I could move it without permits. The 700, I need permits to move. It's got an 11-foot blade. I mean, I don't ever want to have to go back to the case if I don't have to. The case was a little easier to crawl in and out of because it was lower to the ground. But, I mean, that power of the Deere it's hard to replace. I have to say, if you have the opportunity to get, you know, if you're going to get one or the other and they're about the same price, I would spring for the Deere. That's my opinion. Just make sure you get a good aftermarket part supplier lined up, as we talked about earlier. Hey, Mike Morgan's on here.
Hello.
I liked your comparison today, Mike, about the student loan. He did this thing on a student loan, and he compared, like, he made an example, like if your kids borrowed money off you to buy if you had like 5 kids and one borrowed money off you to buy a used car, and it was funny how he used the analogy, and it worked out really nice. Mike, I think you guys are going to be right across from us.
They're going to be up on the hill.
Yeah, up on the hill across from us. If you'll see, come over, we're going to raffle this off this year. It's not a 500i, but I think it's pretty cool. We're going to put a bar on it. We're going to have raffle tickets. We're going to raffle it off Saturday, about a half hour before the show shuts down. And so that'll be good. We got to get a bar for it. I have a Husky bar downstairs. I really don't want to put that on because I'm a little bit worried about the Husky rep maybe seeing that and being a little upset about it. So we're not going to do that. I'll either get an Oregon. Wayne says he's going to get a Sugi. We'll put that on there. And that would be sweet, sweet. Mike, funny thing, Wednesday, I'm moving to a job not far from you. I I couldn't tell you exactly how close because that whole area kind of confuses me a little bit. It's Adams Township. I believe it's Adams. It's going to be off of, I'll text you. I don't want to say it on here. Some pretty nice timber. If you want to come over and ever want to video the active logging site or something, it'll be pretty neat. There's some pretty nice trees to cut on it. So keep that in mind. I was going to get in touch with you. I wasn't sure if I was going to go there just yet. You too, Michael Fallberg. Holy crap, 2:30 a.m. and he's watching my live feed.
Some people can't play.
Shore Sharp, this is a stock saw, out of the box. Out of the box. Yeah, just get a hold of me or I'll call you or something here in the next day or so. And it's not a huge one, but it'll be some of the, I'm gonna walk it tomorrow, like walk it. I preliminary looked at it just to make sure I wasn't getting into a beehive. And
Like you have the last 2 times.
yeah, but it's pretty good, so I think it'll be a good one. Yeah, we're gearing up. Bunyan's gonna be pretty cool this year. We're all really excited. Lauren's really excited. Vern's very excited, so it's gonna be a good time. Skidder Kev's gonna make it down this year.
Now we just need to give the Maychecks to go.
Yeah, I hope he gets to go. I really do. I hope he don't have to work or something. Mike, thank you, buddy. You take care. Hope all is well with you guys. I think that's about all I got to cover. We covered the dozer. So I got to get running and gunning on this next one so I can make some money to pay off that cylinder I got to buy. And hey, thank you, Stan. Thank you. And thank you, Mike, for the introduction over here. I want to do some more videos soon where I get a lot of content and I put it to music and stuff. It's just tough right now because I'm moving at such a fast pace because I'm trying to play catch up a little bit, and it's just hard. I have the new computers right below me now, the new Dell, and then I have the old one, but my editing software is on the old one, and I can't get it to the new one because it's out of date, if you can imagine such a thing for Microsoft ever going out of date. So I have to buy a new one. I think the Adobe's where I'm going to go, and I have to learn that, and it's just, I'm like scared to make the jump. So I've still been editing stuff on the old computer as long as it has enough memory, but pretty soon it's going to go kaput on me. Alrighty, man, sounds good. So, I'm missing. Okay, yeah, I did see that too. Shore Sharp, he did port some of these out. All right, Wayne, you take care. But hey, I'm going to jump off here because I've got watermelon to eat, and I heard a rumor there's going to be brownies done here soon.
Oh, crap.
They might already be done. So, we'll have Fred give it the seal of approval. He's not.
He's drooling. Ew, dude.
He wants more.
Fix your face.
Wants more watermelon. So, alrighty. But thanks everybody for stopping by, and make sure if you can make it to Bunyan, man. And then we're gonna have the merchandise once again. Giving this bad boy away. We're gonna have a bar and chain on it, so it's ready to go for you. And there's no, just hey, here it is. And if you're not present, we'll mail it to you. And y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Once again, the channel's great, and it's even better with you guys. And I couldn't do it without you. So I really, really appreciate it. We really do. It's so nice hearing all your wonderful comments and hearing from you guys. So as always, don't let your meat loaf